Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming. We're talking about acronyms. I think everyone knows what an acronym is. It's basically an abbreviation using the beginning or initial letters of words. Pretty much every job comes with some acronyms. Did you know in the VIPKid portal there's actually a document of acronyms?
There is.
Yes.
Oh, cool. Student No Show. That's probably the first one you find because when you're new, you have a few of those usually. SNS. SN would be short notice. Like I have 3 open tomorrow. I'm hoping I get filled. Short notice. TNS is a Teacher No Show, which I got one of those Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah.
TIT, Teacher IT Issue, SIT, Student IT Issue.
Which one is System Problem? Is that SYS?
Yes, it's SYS. MC is Major Course.
And MCM is that Mock Class Mentor? That's similar to MC.
The LP. What's the LP?
Learning partner.
Learning partner.
And what about the FM?
Oh, yeah.
Fireman. I got one on my list. Brick and mortar, B and M.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that you were a teacher in a traditional classroom setting, in a traditional regular school setting. So this specifically references to works at a school system, brick and mortar, meaning walls and bricks and mortar.
Yeah.
So it's very confusing, the codes for the classes.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote down all the little sections. So we've got some of these on our list already, but MC is major course. So that's the first lettering. L3, that's the level. So telling what level the student is. U4 means the unit they're on. And this is really confusing. So yeah, it would be LC2-8. And then that would say it's in the second learning cycle. It's the 8th lesson of that unit.
So I thought of one that was confusing to me when I first started. So you will see FAS. Sometimes they're talking about Find the Star, like that reward game. But sometimes they're talking about the finish type, finished as scheduled. So you'll see it like
Good
on
one.
Facebook. They'll be like, well, was your class FAS? And like this new teacher's like, I don't know. What are you talking about?
All right, so some ESL ones. TPR, total physical response.
Because we want the student to respond with that movement.
Okay, another ESL one. CVC or CVCE.
Consonant, vowel, consonant.
It's the bossy E is what we call it in VIPKid. It makes the vowel say its name, the long vowel sound.
What about HFW? High frequency words.
I knew it. I didn't say it. These are words that we see very commonly in English.
All right, I've got another one for you guys. PPT.
PowerPoint slide.
Peak time.
And
Peak time.
peak. Right.
PPT does stand for peak time, but on your actual schedule where you open your classes, it's going to say hot or hot.
UA.
Unit assessment.
I think that one's good to know for, like Amanda was showing us the line, the major course and stuff, but it doesn't say UA, but it does tell you to do the UA feedback. I've got an easy one for you. BJT.
Beijing Time.
What is IPA?
So it is on all the interactive level 2 lessons. You're going to IPA in like a section, in a vocabulary section or a verb section, and then move on to the new section.
Chelsea said IRA is mentioned on the IMC classes.
IRA and IMC level 1, interactive level 1 is interactive read aloud. So it's when you're doing a lot of reading and they're repeating you, but then there's also interaction on every slide.
T number 2 and then T, so Teacher to Teacher. So it's that middle box in our feedback that we write. And then a lot of people say B2B Back To Back. So like teaching back-to-back classes.
For in the feedback, if you see GS, that would be the Google Slides.
Good one, yeah, Google Slides.
And I've been using the Stars To Apples. So I just put S2A, and it's not really necessarily for the teacher, but it's also notes to myself that I kind of put in the reward that I used the last time.
T&R and TVS, those are types of Google Slides. So tap and reveal or teacher versus student, the type of Google Slide where you can choose.
What about TT? Teacher tips. When I read that one, I was like, oh wait, I think that's in the black box.
Yes, it is.
Scaffold up and scaffold down. Those are in those TT teacher tips. That is a great one.
Here's an important one for all teachers from Teacher Heather. R&R.
Rest and relaxation.
Yes.
We all need that, right?
I am out of acronyms. Thank you guys so much. Thank you all for coming.
Bye,
See you.
everyone.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you, Kasie.
Thanks for coming.